Hello and welcome to another AllReitz Group video. Max here with you again. Today we're taking a look at Apple Arcade, so stay tuned to learn just what the heck it's all about. Apple Arcade was launched in September of 2019, and it really made a splash in the gaming community. It was launched for all Apple devices, including iPhone, iPad, macOS, and Apple TV. The experience does differ on each device, however, though. If you're using it on a phone, for example, Apple Arcade is basically an extension of the App Store, where you go to the arcade section of the App Store and download the games like you would any other app. The difference, however, is that there's no in-app purchases, advertisements, or paid versions. All the apps are premium and come with your Apple Arcade subscription. So let's talk about the Apple Arcade subscription service. It's only available to people who have an iCloud account, but realistically, if you're using one of the devices that has Apple Arcade on it, you're probably already going to have an iCloud account. It either costs $4.99 for just the Apple Arcade subscription, or you can get it with the new Apple One as a bundled package, along with Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple Arcade, Apple Fitness, Apple News, and iCloud storage. Prices for that vary depending on how much iCloud storage you get. Considering we are mainly console gamers here at ARGI, the natural device to test things out on was the Apple TV we have plugged into our conference room TV. Unfortunately for us, we happen to have the original Xbox One controller we used from our Xbox Remote Play video. Make sure you check out that, which of course comes with Bluetooth, so we could go ahead and pair it up with our Apple TV and test out Apple Arcade. So we went ahead and tested the #1 game on the charts at the time, which was called Sneaky Sasquatch. Hopefully we can get some gameplay footage up here for you. We're not here to review the games, but you know, the controller paired nicely and all the buttons were conceptually probably one of the more interesting games we've played, a little less traditional than what we're used to. As you know, an Apple Arcade exclusive game on Apple TV, it did play nicely, probably a little aimed at a crowd a little younger than us. Another thing we wanted to test out was kind of comparing it to a game we're a little more used to. So we took the sports game NBA 2K22, which is, you know, you see the NBA 2K games on Xbox and PlayStation. So we kind of wanted to compare and see how it played. This was listed as the arcade version, which you can tell as you play it is a little bit lighter version. You know, the Apple TV is not a next-gen console, so it doesn't have the graphics power or anything to, you know, really pump out some immersive gaming. However, it was adequate for, you know, just having around the office and hopping in a game. Unless you're really picky, it's sometimes even tough to notice the difference. Another interesting one we wanted to test was multiplayer. So we did test the multiplayer online experience. We went ahead and tested Lego Star Wars for this one. And you know, everything seemed to work right. You know, we were able to find opponents relatively quickly. We didn't lose every game, even though we were brand new. And I'm guessing that comes from, you can tell that this was a mobile game that we could also play on the Apple Arcade on the TV. So I think that with that mobile player base, it's easier to find multiplayer games. But some of them do have that multiplayer online option. And we did see an option on the Star Wars one for kind of, you know, multiplayer on the same device. However, we didn't have a secondary controller, so we weren't able to test out if we could play against each other. So that's something that you can test out on your own and let us know. We'd appreciate it. As we mentioned, a lot of this is, you know, probably targeted at a younger player base. And one of the benefits of this being a subscription purchase, a subscription package with no in-app purchases or anything, means that there are no pay-to-win features, and you also won't find any, you know, gambling adjacent things like loot boxes and all that, where, you know, little kids can accidentally pour a bunch of real-world money into, you know, skins or loot boxes or things like that in the game. So as we mentioned, Apple Arcade is available for $5 a month. So whether it's worth it for arcade games and some, you know, some extra mobile apps is kind of up to you. I get it with my Apple One subscription, so I really, it's a nice little extra feature to have. So yeah, hopefully today you learned a little something new about Apple Arcade. Thanks for watching, and as always, thanks for watching.